They could have come from neighboring Arab countries where people, are conversant in Arabic, or they could have come from outside the region as well. They could have come easily from Langley, Virginia, or a number of military bases where there are cyber command activities present that do this type of thing. It's their mission.
The United States, from my understanding of the law, isn't allowed to engage in psychological operations that are black operations where the source isn't revealed at home. Like, for example, with the sock puppets, the fake Facebook accounts, in order to influence the conversation abroad, those have to be in another language. They can't be in English. You can't target Americans. Do you buy that? Well,
what happens, and this, it's called the blowback effect. The CIA used to plant stories in foreign newspapers that would be picked up by the wire services and put in U.S. papers. It was CIA disinformation. Now, maybe it was intentional or maybe unintentional, but that is always the effect of pushing out this propaganda. You can get the blowback effect, and it could wind what you place on Twitter feed in Libya today may be on NBC News tomorrow being reported as actual news.
Even if it's in another language?
Well, be translated into English, and we have a lot of people, the Foreign Broadcast Information Service translates this for the CIA, and then this is pumped out to the U.S. media and international media as well.
So who do you think is really winning in this use of cyber tactics and, some would call it warfare with non-state actors, state actors like the United States getting in the game? Who stands to benefit the most?
Right now, I'd say it's a draw, because look at what's happening on the ground in Libya. It's basically a stalemate. Gaddafi did not go away as everybody thought he was. He's actually entrenching his forces in Tripoli. So I would say that the success of the program, the propaganda program, it did not succeed in getting rid of Gaddafi. I would say that the program so far is a failure for the United States and NATO.
So you're saying the U.S. is the loser in this. One thing I want to ask about the story, too, she kind of pointed out the irony that the United States government helps to remove firewalls to the internet in the Middle East and in China. Meanwhile, U.S. corporations put up those firewalls to do business in countries that censor the internet. Do you see an irony there? I don't. I mean, corporations are beholden to capitalism. They're beholden to their shareholders. I wouldn't expect them to just kowtow to whatever U.S. government policy is.
Well, but we see a relationship, and we've seen this for quite some time, between the U.S. intelligence agencies and Google and others, that obviously they know who butters their bread, and they're going to do what the agency asks them to do, or in the military, the Pentagon. So you can put up the firewalls and take them down. It depends on the situation. I would say that the U.S. right now would be very interested in creating a firewall in Bahrain, for example, where we want to support.
The U.S. corporations already censor the internet in Bahrain. Do you believe the government is behind that?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We want to support that regime because we have a huge naval base there and want to keep it there.